I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now Mercury, the planet of information, messaging, the one that rules banking, finance, that is moving out of Cancer zodiac sign and moving to the Leo zodiac sign. Budh is a kind of facing a movement where third time it is crossing the Gandant of Ashlesha and Magha Nakshatra. And on 4th of September, when Mercury is moving from Karka Rashi to Simha Rashi, Venus and Ketu are in Graha Yuddha, in a very tight alignment in the sign of Virgo, and Moon has also entered the Virgo zodiac sign. It simply means that this can rattle your emotions, this can make you drag things from the past, but it also has the opportunity to give you a lot of light success, especially because Sun is in the sign of Leo. And because of Sun and Mercury conjunction, this is going to be a very fruitful thing for all of us. This is also going to make us remember few past mistakes and gives us an opportunity to correct and learn from our past mistakes, because Saturn is retrograde in the 7th house from this Mercury. This means that we have to unlearn and relearn, we have to forgive, show gratitude, and also balance our finances. Let's discuss that for all Ascendant, what this Mercury has to offer. But before that, do not forget to subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, share the video among family and friends, and write your comments in the comment section. Your suggestions are very valuable. If you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. And if you want to book a comprehensive 300 plus pages system generated Kundli PDF report, which is a comprehensive data which gives you a peek view into your horoscope that a layman also can understand, and with all the graphs and technical data, you can book that from the link that is given in the description box. It has the additional numerology section as a bonus. And if you want to book only the numerology part as a numerology report, that is also available. It is a new report now. You can book that too. Let's begin the ascendant-wise analysis for Mercury transit in Leo. Aries. For Aries ascendant, Mercury is in the 5th house. When Mercury moves to the 5th house, it focuses on learning and education. It wants you to be very quick in communication, but don't be too eager. Because of Mars in the 3rd house and Ketu in the 6th house, showing eagerness, especially in the romantic side of life, in the love life, you can speak something that you should not, that can hurt the sentiments of the other person, and instead of going good, things may go bad. This is also something where you have to take help from your people around you, but remember one thing. When you hear something, don't believe. Unless you get to see the proof, you get to know all the details. Half information is going to be a bad information for you. With respect to children, this is going to give you a lot of happiness, peace of mind. The success of children will make you happy and bring a smile on your face. Also, with 6th Lord coming in 5th house, you have to take care of your gut health, what you eat, and how you sleep. Also, your expression will become very bold, very, I will say something that is impressive, that can create a kind of a change in your life. But be very careful. The words that you choose, your body language, your expression has to be perfected during this time. It's a very good time for students and someone who wants to build on certifications. For Taurus ascendant, Mercury will move in the 4th house. This 4th house movement of Mercury is very important because Mercury is your 2nd and 5th Lord. So it is very good to gain assets, to invest into assets such as real estate. This also means that people working from home will find life to be more productive. This also means that if you are into buying properties and then putting out in rent, this can be a very good transit. Or if actions such similar to like renting your property or investing into property for future subletting, if it is done in this time, it will be fruitful for you. But yes, you may have to consider that decision properly before investing your money because of one simple reason, that there is a retrograde Saturn. This may also involve a renovation of your house, buying a second-hand property, and this also means that people who are into commission basis, people who are working in the night shift will see great success and boost, and their performance will improve during this time. One thing you will have to understand that because Mercury will once again combine with Sun, it means that you are becoming more and more stronger with your confidence, and you will be able to communicate that. Just ensure that you're not being too egoistic about it, because Mars in the second house can make you very anxious also. So try to finish your task during the daytime if you are specifically not working in any night shift work. In case of Gemini Lagna, your ascendant is ruled by Buddha, so is your 4th house. And Mercury will move in the 3rd house. A 3rd house Mercury is very good for people involved in any communication. Say you are into IT and communication field, you own a mobile store, or say you are working in languages, you are an educator, you have a social media channel, you have a company where you handle with a lot of data and analysis, information exchange, or even say you are a dubbing artist. See how Mercury plays in different areas. If you are into banking and finance industry, where quick transactions are happening, or if you are into quick transport, all that is getting impacted with Mercury coming in the 3rd house. Also, a 3rd house Mercury may resolve issues with respect to your siblings, younger siblings specifically. So if you have any quarrel, if you have any communication problem, that may get resolved. But yes, you will have to give up your ego, and you may have to take the initiative. The initiative may not come from the other party. This will give you chance of taking new initiatives, makes you very positive. It is a very confident transit, and with Mars on your 1st house, this definitely means that you have the courage to take the bold action. So decide, plan things properly, and once Venus creates a good amount of distance with Ketu, take the call. But sometimes being over practical and over calculative in your communication, especially in relationships, can hurt your relationship, so be very careful. Speaking the truth mechanically will not work. Cancer Ascendant. For Cancer Ascendant, Mercury is going out of your Ascendant, moving to your 2nd house, and this is your 12th Lord coming in the 2nd house. So this can create certain financial challenges, but because 2nd Lord Sun is placed there, it only means that the expenses are happening for a good reason. Say you are cancelling the entire debt, or you are traveling, you are spending money, investing for a certain reason. So that may not be a real expense. It may be an investment that you will get in the future. You will get good lump sum money. So it is a very good transit for people in business, because in business you may get ideas of new product, you may invest into new products, and the Sun and Mercury, Buddhaditya Yoga, actually creates a strategy that gives you a lot of financial success. Also, a Buddhaditya Yoga in family also shows that you are happy with the family environment, you are able to communicate properly, although you will have to maintain the respected boundaries between relationships. So just because a senior person behaves like a friend, it means he is not a friend. He is still a senior person, but he is very friendly. So we can be friendly, but we must respect the relationship. And with 2nd house Mercury, this also means that traveling may happen, especially for family reasons. You may travel because of a marriage, because of a function. And when I say travel, I mean like more than 200-300 kilometers. So that is very much possible. Financially, you will feel more secured even after spending. So initially you may feel overwhelmed, but slowly when you calculate, so create an Excel sheet, start writing every expense, you will feel that you are in a much better control over your life, especially over financial control. It will take away the insecurities. For Leo, this is going to be a Mercury transit on your Ascendant. So when Mercury comes on your Ascendant, it is your Dhana Lord, second Lord, and it is also your 11th Lord. And with Sun being on the Ascendant, Jupiter in the 10th, Mars in the 11th, this is a wonderful time. But yes, this means you are focusing more on yourself. You are also spending money on yourself. So you are trying to invest in you, which is a good thing. But indulgence has to be avoided. If you are overindulgent, if you are thinking on a negative term, if you are putting your money in yourself, say you are recklessly shopping, you are recklessly buying things out of pride, ego, then there is problem. So what you will have to do is, you will have to balance everything. This is the time when you will communicate with yourself better, your aura will become radiant, you will be able to convince people, so your impression will be very powerful and strong, so use it wisely. Dress well, but see that you're not buying a kind of a purse or a dress or a pant or a shirt. That is irrelevant. So that strategy, that smartness has to come, and Mercury will bring that smartness. Now why I'm saying this is necessary? Because there is a Ketu-Venus conjunction in the second house. So overspending can hurt relationship, and this can make you sell off something, can make you take a decision with high hopes. Say for example, you plan to sell off your land to invest in your business, but later on you realize that it was a mistake. So you will have to go slow, understand the circumstance, have confidence, but also adjust to the circumstances. In this case, chanting Ganpati Bij Mantra, Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surikoti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurume Deva, Sarvakarishu Sarvada. This mantra will be very helpful. Now for Virgo, which is also a zodiac sign of Mercury, it's very interesting because for Virgo, Mercury not only rules your 1st and 10th house, but there is a Ketu-Venus conjunction and also very, very strong conjunction. That means they are in the almost line of sight conjunction the day Mercury crosses over to Leo, which is 4th of September. This means that Buddha is moving in the 12th house, which means that your consciousness will be more in an imaginative state. You will think more about the negativity, the losses, which is not wrong, but don't be too negative here. Because of the Sun in the 12th house, your confidence and health will also not be very great. So in this case, you need to fill yourself with enthusiasm, motivation, confidence, and positivity. So read books which inspires you, follow leaders that inspires you, and try to give a lot of hope to yourself, because this can make a little hopeless kind of situation, especially if you are a Virgo moon sign. But because Mars is in a good position in the 10th house and Jupiter is aspecting your ascendant, even with Mercury in the 12th house, this means a lot of filtration will happen. So now you will know what you are not supposed to do, and if you work on that, everything that you do is what you are meant to do. Libra. Now in case of Libra, Mercury moves in your 11th house. Now this is going to be a hope, considering that Venus and Ketu is in the 12th house in Virgo. Now when Mercury goes in the 11th house, this is your 9th Lord going in the 11th house, and remember, 12th Lord is going Bhavat Bhavam, so it is a loss of loss. But this will demand sacrifice. You will get help, but somebody helping you is one thing, you taking that help and doing it is another. So if you expect somebody else to do the task for you, it will not work for you. But if you work with yourself, with your confidence, you will see that you have everything around you. People are here to support you. But yes, you will have to work on your mental health. You will have to focus on your physical health. You will have to control your expenses. Protect yourself from any controversies. Don't do anything that can create controversy, and so that you have to go on research. It's more like an internal research. This Buddha and Mars and all the planets are showing for Libra. Why? Because see, if your ascendant has 5th house Saturn, 9th house Mars, ascendant Lord is in 12th house with Ketu. That is why the only hope is Mercury going in the 11th house. Because then Mercury joins with Sun, creates a Buddha-Aditya Yoga, and that means on one side you are very sad and there are difficult situation, but now you're gaining things. That means you are in the battlefield and somebody throws the weapon. Fight. That is the nature of Mercury transit. It is going to give you the tools to fight all the odds. Financially, this is going to be very great. New source of income is going to come. And with respect to siblings, especially cousins, elder siblings, you will stand to gain a lot. Guidance or total support, depending upon your own chart. And if you're running a Mercury Mahadasha, Mercury Antardasha, then this is going to be highly fruitful, especially if you run a business. This can cancel the debts, this can cancel any losses and give you enormous amount of wealth. Scorpio. Now in case of Scorpio, Mercury transit will happen in your 10th house. 10th house means career, your reputation, your designation. And with 8th Lord going there, 11th Lord going there, definitely it shows something positive. Positive with respect to designation, positive with respect to money, positive with respect to workload. A lot of clarity will come in your life. You won't feel trapped. You will feel that you are at ease and you know what you're supposed to do. That is the power of Mercury and Sun in the 10th house. A 10th house Buddha-Aditya Yoga also ensures that you rise high in corporate ladder. And if you're a student, you shine bright with your numbers. And even if you're elderly and if you have worked enough, people will respect you for your words. But you may find yourself a bit alone. Like individual contributors here will benefit more than people working in the team. People may not like you in the team, so try to be more focused on what you have to offer rather than the validation coming from everywhere else. And for Scorpio, because your Ascendant Lord is in the 8th house and it aspects the Ketu in the 11th, you have to focus on the major transformation. So if something needs to be corrected or changed, do it now. Sagittarius. Now in case of Sagittarius, if you observe that Mercury will be moving out of the 8th house and going to the 9th house, it is a very, very positive transit. Why? Because 8th house Mercury is only about analysis, trying to figure out, bringing many changes, but 9th house gives stability, rhythm. From Asura to Sura. This means this is going to make your life in a more rhythm-like situation. This balances everything. In spite of all the challenges, you will be able to figure out right solutions. Relationship with your father will improve. Also, the destiny will favor the brave here. Business will increase. Your connectivity, your communication, especially the business communication or formal communication, will become more proper and will also fetch you new clients. New business started during this time, especially Mercury related business will prosper, but be very careful because of a debilitated Venus in the 10th house along with Ketu. So whatever you do, you will have to have a backup plan. You must have a fallback person with whom you can discuss in case you are in problem. And if you don't have anyone, if you're all by yourself, then go take one step at a time, go slow. If you rush, this can create problems. Mercury coming in the 9th house also improves your communication, your aura, your firmness, your belief system also gets more and more stronger, but you will have to surrender. Remember, there is a retrograde Saturn in the 3rd house. Also, this does not mean that when you are confident, when things are going your way, you will overspeak. So be very careful with the words that you use. Capricorn. In case of Capricorn, Mercury is moving from 7th house to 8th house. This is your 9th Lord and your 6th Lord going into the 8th house. So this is a Viparit Rajyog in one sense, 6th Lord in 8th house. But this means that you are fighting for strategy and survival, and this highlights all the core problems, and now is the time to act on that. A Buddha-Aditya Yoga in the 8th house is very good for people who are into research work, who are into investment, insurances, who are into underwriting, who write scripts related to horror movies, who are into petroleum and advanced scientific activities. For you, it's going to be a very good time. Sun and Mercury in the 8th house also shows that you will plan a change in your life. A change that is going to be very good for you. It can be a job change. It can be a home change. It can be a renovation. It can be simply a personality overhaul. Whatever you plan, you have to plan considering the resources that you have. because if your plan involves something that will be coming in the future, then it will derail. But if your plan involves that whatever you have at hand right now, you are going to work with that and you are going to mitigate all the risk, then this is going to be a very good time. Risk management is the theme of this transit. For Aquarius, this is going to be a Mercury transit in the 7th house. A 7th house Mercury means that it is your 5th lord going in the 7th house. Therefore, this improves the chance of solving marital issues through proper communication. If you are in a right form, right frame of mind, and if you communicate properly, you will be able to find yourself in the right situation with right people at right time, and you will get the guidance, the circumstances will favor you, and you make the best use of it. But on one side, this is going to be good for your business, but on the other side, you have to be careful about Venus and Ketu in the 8th house, which can be damaging for your relationship. Overall, if you are humble, if you are accepting, if you show gratitude, it will be a great transit for you. But definitely a lot is changing in business and marriage for you. For Pisces, Mercury transit will happen in the 6th house. A 6th house Sun and Mercury means you will be able to secure a new job if you are looking for that. You will be able to ensure that you convey your roles and responsibilities in the right manner and you also fulfill them. The 4th lord going in the 6th house means that you are looking for a home loan. If you are, you will be able to get it. You will be able to secure a house. You will be able to secure your future and also resolve conflicts. So this is very good for people who are under some conflict, data conflict, legal conflict, or if you are planning for a competitive examination, this is going to be a very good time, especially government examinations. Your 7th lord is also in the 6th house. So for business, this is going to be more like mitigating the problems, managing the problematic areas, bringing right people. You will get right hire during this time. And for people who are involved in service, your boss will appreciate you, your supervisors will appreciate you, and you will be able to do much more. Your productivity will increase, but you have to take great care of your health, and all work and no play will make you a dull person. So have some enjoyment. Also, in marriage, you have to be very careful because marriage is the one area, 7th house, which is getting affected a lot. One of the reason is that Venus and Ketu are also in the 7th house, Venus being the 8th lord. So just be careful. Chanting Ganesh Kavach is going to be a very good remedy for you.